Hi guys, and welcome back to Abby. Make sure you comment, like and subscribe. Why? Because it's free. Get to see my best beautiful face, and it's easy. You just press the thumbs up button. Okay, I think commenting is the hardest bit, but liking is easy and subscribing is easy. It's fine, we can do that too. So the long-awaited Christian Diaries has started. So sorry about the wait. The reason why it took so long is because I had started filming already, but the first one I had to upload, I did not like the footage at all. It wasn't like the content was bad. The content was actually good, but I physically couldn't watch it because the background was just not one that I enjoyed at all. So the reason why I'm kind of like, you say slouching, I guess, is because it's the Christian Diaries. These are meant to be comfortable, from the heart, non-made up, not like makeup made up videos. It's something real, honest, 100%. Because if you're a Christian, you have to be sincere. So I want these videos to be sincere, comfortable. I kind of want that's what my channel to be. But these videos are definitely more about that than anything. I'm trying to get comfortable and I can't even sit. Yeah, so these videos are definitely more about that than any other videos on my channel. These videos where you get to see like the 100, like hashtag 100 Abigail, like unfiltered, just coming from the heart, like how I generally feel. Because again, that's how I am trying to be as a Christian. So, what Christian Diaries are, basically, so the reason why I'm doing this is because personally, I am a Christian, by definition, and it's not something you hide. If you're a Christian, you're a Christian, that's who you are. Like, hi, my name is Abigail, I'm 18 years old, I'm Christian, it's part of the definition. So this channel is all about Abby. It's about the side of me that no one gets to really see, the side that I don't feel comfortable enough to speak about openly, the side that you only get to meet me when we come really close, but it's the side that I love to be, and part of Abby is being a Christian. These videos will be ranging from, I might just upload a prayer one day, I might just sit down and complain about something, I might talk about a Bible verse I was reading, I could talk about where I am in my spiritual journey, just literally anything to do. Also, in these videos there'll be terminologies like saved, worldly, and stuff like that, just because that's easy for me to understand and me to speak. I see a lot of like saved Christians talking about on the time of the world. I never see any footage of worldly Christians them being saved, that makes sense. And I feel like easy to relate to someone who's going through the same things as you are. So like, it's very hard for me to, like, when I'm talking to my friends, they're trying to help me do what they're saying, because even though they've been where I am, they're not where I am. Like, even though they've been to somewhere similar to where I am right now, they aren't where I am. So it's not as easy as they think it is to relate to. That makes sense. So this kind of video out there, if this for me myself, we need to look back upon, for me to like actually post this, understand my thoughts, and also for other Christians out there, or people that don't even know about being a Christian, or people who have the wrong views about being a Christian. And then I thought for the first video I'll let me move this over a bit so I can slouch a bit more. Yeah, again, sorry about the change. I kind of want to get comfortable because it's supposed to be a comfortable thing. So for the first video, I thought I would talk about how I became a Christian and how I basically feel about that. Because if you go back onto the Facts channel, the free votes, from A to Z, and what you want to call it, I have a video, there's also links in the playlist in this video in the My Christian Diaries bit about why I'm a Christian. I still stand by that video, I don't regret posting it, I don't change my views on it. It's still something I stand by, but I never really explained to people why I'm a Christian. Well, hopefully everything else will make more sense about the way I feel, the way I feel, when you know the journey I've been on. Like for instance, like, I tell a person like I hate eating salad, and you kind of judge it from that, but then you never know, like, I could have known someone who died from a reaction to salad. Like, you don't know the history of where someone's coming from, and it makes you make bad informed, like, judgments, or well, not judgment, bad informed opinions about their character. Not well informed opinions about their character. Like most Christians, my mum is a Christian, and going to church was no option. You had to go. However, again, like I say, I'm the youngest child for my mum. I had to say that. By the time it gets to me, she's much more relaxed, because, like, boy, she had to deal with 4 children already. Abigail, as long as I'm not doing no madness. I'm not a madness daughter. It wasn't that bad. Like, most of my life I've been in church, but it was more a case of I wasn't an active Christian. Like, I was religious. I would go to church on Sunday and then do whatever I want to do during the weekdays. Then we moved houses and areas and we found a new church. I actually really liked the church. I just couldn't really get down too far with Sunday school because, again, a lot of people there were religious. They came to church on Sunday, messed about, didn't really care, disrupting the word, and I just couldn't be asked for it. I then got into secondary school and the Wahala. I used to say, I don't know, is that offensive for me to say? But like all the drama just started with my school friends, me personally, and me as a human being just went down. Like it was not the worst experience of my life, but technically it was. Made me realise like, why am I Christian? Because again, I was religious. I wasn't a true Christian. So it's kind of like, I don't understand why I'm religious, why does God exist? I was seeing all these terrible things in the world. I'm like, if this God that I'm supposed to serve is omnipotent, omniscient, something else, why is the world like it is? Like, why would you physically let us do what we're doing to each other? Free will or not, like, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. If I am your child, why would you let me do harm to myself? Like, for instance, when your mum finds out you're about to touch the fire, she'll slap your hand away. So if I'm your child, why are you letting me kill my brother or like my sisters? Why would you let them do that to each other? I was really not understanding it. I went to a period where I just did not like God. I did not like him at all. Like, I think it's when you say I was agnostic. Like, I believe there was a higher power, like there was a God, but I didn't believe in him. Like, I'll say that I have faith, but I don't have faith in him. That was my saying all the time, because like in our RE lessons, debates were heavy. I'm like, Abigail, what's your opinion? Like, do you believe in God? Like, do you have faith in God? I'm like, I have faith that he exists, but I don't have faith in him as a human being, because, or as an entity, because I was just seeing like my life was messed up. I'm like, cool, it was my life, then my friend, and then my other friend, and then my neighbour over there, and this world, this is happening. I just could not believe. All I was seeing was negative and badness in the world. I was not here for it. And then I got evangelised. Because basically, I know people stop you in the streets. I got evangelised by a friend of mine now, and I went to her church, and again, like, I went there and it was cool. And I went to one of their things they do on a Sunday. It was kind of like their version of, it's not really a youth group, but it's like they're a youth group within the church. So on the Sunday I went there, they were doing their thing, and like, it wasn't really my type of scene. It still isn't really my type of scene, but like, I joined in because I know that's what they expected of me. And at the end they had to sit down talking part, what I genuinely liked. And like, you know, if you like this, basically come back on a Wednesday, because I do this all the time on a Wednesday. I went on the Wednesday, and I remember it was the series of love. So like, each week was something different. I can't remember what ones I missed, but it was stuff about loving friends, loving family, loving yourself, loving your neighbour, what is a stranger. Like, just so different types of love and how you can be appreciative of them. And I remember, like, it was a family, like, do something for your family that you've never done before. And the reason why I like this was because even though throughout the, I'll say sermon, but like, throughout the discussion of the youth group, the time there, even though it was godly because it was in the church, at the same time, you can apply it if you're not, like, if you're being stubborn and you don't want to, like, listen, then cool, you can't apply it to yourself. I could go there and not believe in God and still make improvements upon myself. Like, might not be as far with God, but I could do it without. Because I went there, they're like, those are people complaining about their relationship with their parents, but what are you doing to make it better? In that sentence there's nothing to do with God, it's all about you. The task was, do something nice for your family. Remember, I bought my mum, I think, a perfume or a mug and gave it to her randomly. She's like, oh, thank you. That's nothing to do with God. I think the thing after that was that, you know what, pray about it and then pray for your family. You don't have to do for the praying for your family bit, but you can always go there and buy something for your mum. That's one thing I always rep youth group about. Like, if you're going there and you don't feel like you want to be a Christian, you don't have to be a Christian to go there. Yes, you're advised to be a Christian, because obviously I believe and they believe it's the best way of life, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Like, they have stuff there that you can be like, okay, let me see this. I can do this, being a Christian, not being a Christian. It's just, there'll be a couple of 3 different steps. So Christian will probably go about it, they'll probably bless the item they gave their mum, pray about it afterwards and pray that she enjoyed it. That's probably what the difference between a non-Christian and a Christian would do, with like at basic levels of gifting someone something. So that's one thing I think I'll never forget. They got to the point where I was still going to my old church, and then I started going to the youth group as well. But then, obviously, as I become more heavily involved within the youth group, I like the youth group, I like the atmosphere. I think that was one thing, like, I love the atmosphere of the youth group. They do stuff like productions and singing, acting, dancing, and loads of these things that I don't mind doing, but I'm not confident with them because I sing all the time. I can maybe hold some notes. Acting, I can say I developed a lot more through there, so acting I don't mind, but dancing I can't dance. And it's heavily based around those 3 things because those are the main form art stuff. So when it comes to like doing stuff like that, and like also fitness as well, 3 out of 4 of the categories I'm not great at, so that's why sometimes like I don't always like going on Sunday, because 3 out of 4 of the things I can't do, but I'll go because it's expected of me. And yeah, so let me put it down, lay it down the word. But yeah, so I started going more because I enjoyed it. I made friends there. I get to see my friends, and I wasn't just random doing nothing on a Sunday anymore. Because you have church in the morning, and then you have the youth group part afterwards. So I started going. I started to get more involved with the youth group, but I had to do stuff like oh, now come Sunday morning we're going to perform this and perform that and perform that. And I remember for a very long time we had to perform a song on the Sunday morning service, but we couldn't perform this song until there was a certain amount of youth coming Sunday morning and they thought we were well enough. So I feel like it kept on getting delayed. And what happened was that I had to stop going to my church and go to that church. Because obviously if I'm singing in the morning, I need to be at that church. Before that, what else happened is that my old church had 2 services. They had 9 a.m. and I think 1 p.m. And then the other church I was going to, they are at 10 a.m. This gets so confusing. The service I used to go to at my old church was at 1 p.m. But then the youth group on Sunday is at 1:30. So I never got to stay. Because my church was from 1 to 3. So I started going to the morning service with my mum as well. And she was like, I didn't mind going to the morning service because she could get more things done during the day. So I going at 9 a.m. And that was fine until, like I said, I had to start to go to the church all the time at 10 a.m. So what happened with that, I will go to 9 a.m. at my old church, stay until like 9:50, then like try and sneak out around the back. I wanted to go to the morning service, not a lot of people there. I sneak out around the back after like probably doing like mostly praise and worship but singing and not really get to the preaching part, to leave my church, to run to go to my new church so I can be a part of something to do with the youth group. And it got to a point where it wasn't getting stressful, but it was just getting annoying. Like, I didn't like leaving my church halfway through. I didn't like having to rush into the new church and like find a seat and stuff with all these bags. Obviously on Sunday you have church and then you have Sunday youth group where you change your clothes. So I had to always go with bags and it just wasn't nice. I felt stressed out all the time. I wasn't enjoying my Sundays anymore. Got to the point where I started talking to one of my old pastors. I was like, is it possible for you to attend 2 churches? He was like, physically yes, but spiritually no. When you attend a church, you're not just going and listening. It's a part of a family. You have to give your time and give your effort. You have to evangelize, you tithe, you preach, you recommend people to come to your church. So if you have 2 churches, how are you tithing for both churches? How are you inviting people, evangelizing for both churches? Like, how are you doing the work of God efficiently enough for 2 churches when you do it for 1? And because I'm so heavily involved with the youth group right now, also in my old church, I didn't like the Sunday school. I had to stay in Sunday school until I think 18 or 17. And this was back in 2014, so I was just turned 15. I'm like, Sunday school was not something I enjoyed because again, like me even now, I'm not a hi, my name's Abigail, what's your name type of person. I get really shy, I get really uncomfortable. I can't do that. So obviously I have my cousin, but my cousin don't come every Sunday, so I really don't have anyone to talk to at my Sunday school. And then I don't like reading aloud. So when it came to reading aloud, to read the Bible, I didn't like. The activities were hard for me to do. I couldn't talk to people. And even though I loved the sermons in my old church, I couldn't stay and listen to them. So it's like, whereas with the new church, as soon as you turn 13, I think, you get treated like an adult. So like, you go to services, you do that stuff. I was like, this is what I genuinely need and I want. So that is why I transitioned from my old church. I guess I call it my new church. When you move churches because you don't like it. Really, it wasn't really that I just didn't like my church. I didn't think my old church was a bad church. I totally get why in my old church they separate them, because if children don't want to do something, they'll be destructive and they don't want to disrupt the main service for the people, like for the adults that are going and preaching and they want to listen. That was the main like nail in the coffin why I did transition churches. Then from then, I think my spiritual life and journey just started to grow with God, because I now got to actually genuinely learn about God, not just about things in the Bible, because I was going to services, I was feeding myself with the word of God, and I was also getting to listen and understand more than let's colouring Joseph's rainbow jacket, like his coat. I didn't want to do that every Sunday. I didn't enjoy doing that every Sunday school, whereas now I'm getting treated like a proper member of the church. So I generally like that. I'm gonna be honest, then I didn't fall for, I didn't love him like that. Like, I loved him as a soul, but then I got a boyfriend. So being with him hindered or didn't hinder my personal relationship with God. So a place that, like, it didn't stop me from wanting to get closer to God. However, I feel like what it has done is put me in an awkward situation. I feel that's the main thing it has done. For him, I can't speak. I don't really talk to him like that anymore. So I don't really know what it did for him. He's his own person. So far, so I was going throughout church my whole life. So 2012, 2013 was when you're not liking God, like not really getting him, not really liking him. 2014, I really just went down south. Didn't really talk to God, didn't do anything with him because I didn't have time to dislike him because that year was just down for me. 2014, I got evangelized. 2015, met this boy, got a boyfriend. For me, maybe it wasn't for anyone else, this made it awkward. Because again, I'm my own person, I get awkward with things really easily. It got to the point where like we got told not to talk to each other anymore, to look at each other, we can't do anything together. To get to the point where literally I'll be at this church and I would avoid him. And like, it made me feel, even to this day, I don't like going to the church when he's there because I feel a type of way. Well, it's really sad because a church should let me, like, my place of worship shouldn't be hindered by a human being. But I'll get to that in another Christian Diaries and my solution to that problem. By 2015, I had left my old church. I was going to this new church. When I get to summer of 2015, I got to the point where, like, I left church because, again, I think now I've got, like I say, it was a lot to do with my ex. Not because we were together, not because we broke up, but because of the situations it led to around us. Like, there was loads of people that I blindly didn't like because of situations. Like, personally, I know it was from the devil. I'm going to say that. It was like devil influenced because like the way I felt for them, like for them now were calm. I know back then it was against me that the devil made sure I held on to strongly, what made me like not feel comfortable to go there. And then my friend Maisha, I'll say her name because she deserves the most highest praise. I remember I came back and everyone else thought I came back earlier than what I did. I think Maisha and God, something was there. God was like, keep on inviting her, keep on inviting her, keep on inviting her. And like I felt bad when I didn't see Maisha all summer. Like, so I think what happened is she invited me to the Wednesday, it was a youth group. She then invited me to the Sunday youth group. Then invited me to Wednesday again youth group. Then maybe stayed till Wednesday 7, like the evening 7s on a Wednesday. Then she invited me to the Love Talk on a Saturday. That was 5 things she invited me to. I think people thought I'll come and go see my face again. I was like, I'm just going because I haven't spent time with her, journey, whatever. I think I went there, I just felt so awkward. I remember going there, like to the church, and just feeling anger in myself. I remember one time I went there, 2 times I went there. One time I went there, I got so angry that I had to like go to the bathroom and cool down. And another time I went there, I had to like physically leave the building because I got so angry. Again, I knew it was devil inspired. And I remember I kept on going there. I was just not getting to me. And if you know me, the language of love is one that I try and speak all the time. Like loving a neighbour, loving a stranger, loving my family, loving my friend, loving a husband. I think the world should be run with love, not fear. I was in this love talk seminar. I can't remember what it was said. It was about love. And also by now, me and that boy had broken up like for the last time. Like, we were on and off again like 3 times. We broke up for the last time and it was just massive blowout. And I got to a point where I just did not like the idea of love. Not even like romantic love, I just love in general, I just didn't like it, I was not here for it. I was talking about it, and it was like pieces of my heart was like all the dirt and all the hate was getting picked off and just melted, not melted away, it was literally getting like picked and pulled off. I remember in the seminar I was crying because like legit, I was in pain but I was feeling love again, but it was just so refreshing and happy. Then from like September, March 2016 was the biggest growth in my spiritual life ever. Something I was doing then wasn't healthy, but I literally threw myself into God, which is great. But I was doing it I think after a while I started doing it for the wrong reasons. Like I started going to services because it was expected from me, not because I thought I was ready to go. And that's something I don't agree with. Like, a lot of people are telling me to go to services or doing it because they care for me and they want to see me grow. So you can hear the bin, man. Because they care for me, they want to see me grow spiritually. But then if you're not ready for something and you do it, you fall. Like for instance, if I ran a race like a marathon I did not train, I am most likely to tear a muscle. If I apply for a job with no experience and I go there, you're going to do something wrong. I was going to services that I wasn't mentally ready for. So even though like my spiritual channel with God was open up and I was the most free I've ever been able to speak to him, he became my best friend, my boyfriend, my husband. Like everyone makes me, oh, I'm taken. By who? Who's doing your boyfriend? God. I remember he made so many things like my chat with Bay today was so amazing. Like God became my boyfriend, my everything. He became before anyone else. But then because I was being thrown into doing things that I just wasn't ready for, was not understanding yet, and still not being able to like talk as freely as possible to actual normal people. Like doing it to God is fine, but talking to actual people here that can talk back to me, I understand, it was harder for me. So it was kind of like doing things I wasn't ready for. It kind of weighed down my spirit. Even though God was lifting me up, doing things I wasn't ready for weighed me down. And then having constantly people telling me, Abigail, why are you doing this? You should be doing this, you should be doing that. And having my friends I hadn't really been able to explain to them, or the friends that I did have didn't understand what I was doing. It just wasn't right. I was in a conflict. Like I felt bad. Like half of me was happy that I was with God, but other half felt bad and confused. I was doing all these things, but I wasn't understanding them. I wasn't ready for them. I didn't know how to use them or work with them or anything like that. Typically, Abigail history, a boy came into the picture. When he first came into the picture in March, I did not see him in any type of romantic way, like, at all. Like, I put him and my other friend together, not me and him. Like, I didn't like him at all. He came into the picture, we were honestly just friends. I can say that for its own separate video, about like God and boys and stuff like that. But then like feelings developed, we started dating, and I was still going to church, I was still doing my thing. Cause like again, when I genuinely want something with my whole heart, no one can stop me from getting it. Like, unless it's God himself, no one can stop me from getting it. Like, if I want a new phone, I will get a new phone. If I want a wig, I will get a wig. Whether it means I have to do 10,000 shifts at work, or I have to stop buying this to get that. If I genuinely want something, you can't stop me from wanting something. That is why, again, my views on a boyfriend is the way it is. I'm like, I know from people experiencing myself, when you genuinely want something, you will do anything it takes to have it. And because like, back then, like, I knew what I wanted clearly, nothing was getting in my way. So I was still going to church service, I was still doing anything with that. It was fine. The only thing that really got me down a lot at the beginning of the relationship with the boy was that he just wasn't on God at all. It wasn't that I thought I could change him. I thought it was a time thing. I'm like, cool, he's not going to be on God for like 3 years, but it's fine. What made me, got me really down wasn't even just him. It was like, because he wasn't on God, it gave everyone else who was on God an opinion on my relationship. And this is where the dialogue between me and God started to break down. Because I'm just like, I'm around all these godly people. Felt indirect from whether they meant it or didn't meant it. In hurtful or non-hurtful way, either way. I feel all these indirects, all these opinions, all these talking. Everyone telling me, thinking that they know my situation when they did not know my situation that detailed. Me personally, I shut down a lot. With me talking about things, I just shut down. In the summer, I spend a lot of time with him. It'll be a case where like I'll go to his house and then I'll go to church, and obviously between us there was things going on. And then what happened at the end of summer, I got a job. And the first couple of weeks of the job was fine because I was only working weekend. But then it'll be a case where I work Sunday 12. I could still go to service at 10. I would have to leave like maybe 5 minutes earlier before the end of service. But what happened was that I transferred stores, I transferred further away, and I got more shifts because I needed the money. And also being the person, like, I don't like asking for things, and a lot of my managers scared me, and a lot of the time my managers weren't about like that. Like, I couldn't walk up to them like, okay, I'll get this day off. So for a very long time, I was working Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and I got Wednesdays off, and then my manager changed, and then I started getting Wednesdays again. I couldn't get Wednesdays off. So going to the youth group on Wednesday wasn't there. And the fact that I mainly generally only enjoyed Wednesdays, like from the beginning at the youth group, the fact that I wasn't going anymore made me really upset. Soon enough, I started working like longer hours on Sundays. Then there was like a little drama with my work with me, like I generally could not do what I was doing. Like I couldn't change my shifts and stuff like that. And then between not being able to go as, like, I used to go like religiously every week. So if I'm going to that, to go like once a month, and then people always call my phone like, oh Abigail, where are you? Like, I don't know why they were doing it, but it's like, it's different when one person is find out where you are, what's happening, are you good, and 15 people are doing it all the time. Me a person, like, I get annoyed. Like, something I was working on, like I'm working on still, like I can get annoyed very quickly. I feel like everyone's talking to me like I'm not a member of church, or me not going to church means that I've fallen away from God, I'm not talking to you anymore. Really upset me a lot that I just could not see some of the people I went to church with the same way. I'm like, you guys are just, whether you realise it or not, you're stereotyping me, everyone else. Like, I understand that, you know what, if A, B, C, D, E, F, G are all going to do the same thing, H are probably going to do the same thing as well. But you forget, each of those people are all individuals. Just because A, B, C, D, E, F, G are doing that thing doesn't mean H is going to do the same thing. So that would mean, like, I was still talking to God, I was still reading my Bible, all these things, but I was still getting, like, spoken to, like, oh, I need to come back, your spiritual life is not going to grow as much, I just didn't like it. And then at the beginning of this year, me and my boyfriend broke up. My ex, we broke up. Okay, I think like it's part of my top 5 hardest things I've ever had to deal with, which is so random, but it was so scary because when it came to this breakup, I wasn't understanding anything. Sorry this video is so long, but I really wasn't understanding the whole process because I was basically just denying everything. Like, I was denying how I felt. Like, as soon as we broke up, we tried to be friends. I tried to deny how I felt. Throughout the whole relationship, I was denying how I felt about him because, again, God was my main focus. And because he wasn't on God, I didn't want to be on him. I didn't want to be, like, even though we were, like, committed, I didn't want emotionally to be as committed as I was mentally because I knew then it would be hard for me to leave. Let her know that I was, like, basically denying things to myself. I was lying to myself. And then again, it broke down even my relationship with God even further because I couldn't speak to him about that. So I started to shut down already from before. Right then, I shut down. My school life went down. My family life went down for me personally. My friendship went down. And I just became a shell of the human being I was before. And it was really scary for me because, again, 2014 was not a good year for me. And I felt like this was 2014 at 25%. The scary thing about 2014 was that everything happened in a blink of an eye. So then one day I was at 0%, next day I was at 25, next day I was at 75, next day I was at 100. So I know how quickly I could fall into this trap. My eating disorder came back this year, and I was just feeling like a shell of myself, and it was so hard because I felt like I had no one to talk to. And because of all the things I was hearing, I was like, oh, you're like this because you keep on having a boyfriend, you keep on not going to church, and I was literally hearing all these things and people were saying to me, but taken in the wrong way. Now I know it was like devil inspired. I couldn't differentiate the two, and it was like with me as a person, I'm such an individual with certain things. I'm so backwards and so forwards that you can tell me one thing and I can take it completely differently. Like for example, like some people will listen to like Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. Someone will hear that for the person singing to that between them and like their boyfriend. Whereas me, I can sing that song between me and God. Like with certain parts, like I understand things so differently that with certain things said to me, I take it a different way than how it was intended. So everything was being said to me over the past, like from 2014 to 2017 with the church and all my like godly friends and even my non-godly friends, all the negative things that were said to me, things that I could have taken negative, just hit me at once. And then there were so much things I was trying to do this year that I just felt so weighed down, and I just couldn't do anything. And then I don't even know what happened. So like this is why you know that God just works wonders. Like I don't even know what happened. I don't know what day it was. I don't even know when. I just know I woke up one day. Like got to a point where like I'm like I refuse to go to 2014 because how can I allow God to touch my life so beautifully in 2014, save me for myself, for then 3 years later to go back to the same mindset where now I have more people that care about me, where if I do something that's what I was going to do back then or disrupt more lives, I didn't. I was so fed up and like no one was understanding. Like even to now, my friends now, they still don't get me. Still love them the same, but I was just so fed up. I had no one to talk to. Like back in 2014, I had my best friend Ella, and even to now, I could still talk to her now. But again, I had shut down, so I had no one to generally talk to and to understand. I was like, God, why? 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 And then one day, I had to deep myself. I'm like, no, what? Abigail, why? I was like, what? I think it wasn't Abigail saying Abigail, it was God saying Abigail, why? Like God's like, Abigail, I took you out of a church where you thought you couldn't grow, put you into a church you could grow. Every time a boy had broken your heart, cut me and off and ons. Every time a boy had broken your heart, I was there. I helped mend it. I helped you grow. Every time you stumbled, I helped grow. Every time there was a fight between your friend, I was there. I was there, I helped you. We've been growing together. And then now, you want to do the same thing. It's a cycle, Abigail. Why are you in the cycle? Stop shutting down. Like, it's fine. If you're shutting down, I can help restore you. But if you shut down to me, Abigail, how can I help restore you? If you don't talk to me, if you don't open up to me, how can I help you? Like, yes, I know what you're going through because obviously he's God. But if you're not telling me, how can I know what to help you? How can I know that you're willing to go forward? How can I know you're willing to be who you want to be? And that is where I am now. So right now, with my Christian journey, is no longer God why, it's Abigail why. Like, why can't you do this? I can talk to God about the weather, but not be able to talk to him about why I want to jump off the building. So kind of like, again, Abigail, why? Like, Abigail, why would you only open up to me for so far? And then when it came to uni, because I was feeling so disheartened, I just didn't want to go. I just did not want to do anything. And then I was saying, Abigail, why? I'm like, you know what? God, if uni is meant to be for me, make a way. That's all I said. And every so often, when someone mentions uni, like, oh, what are you doing for uni? I'm like, if I'm meant to go, I'm meant to go. And in my head, I'm thinking, God, if uni is for me, make a way. Every other day, if uni is for me, make a way. Come back to me, have you heard from them yet? Legit, anytime I heard the word uni, that was my chain of prayer. I would do it all the time. If uni is for me, God, make a way. That is it. Because right now, I can't do college. Like, going to my college, like, even now, I feel anxiety of the worst. Because anything bad is just, anything that bad to me has happened to this year, is just attached to that building. I just couldn't mentally I couldn't do college. I couldn't do work. I couldn't do family. I was like, I'm not doing anything positive right now. I can get me into uni. So God, if uni is meant to be in my life plan, make a way. Open heaven's doors, put an angel in my path and make a way. That's all I was saying out of my chain of prayer. And here to this day, I got into uni I wanted to go to that I meant to be here because God made a way. Like, even case where I got my unconditional for this uni. Like the way it worked out was because it went based on my grade. I wouldn't have got in. Simple. God made a way and that was it. When I was seeing the results of this uni thing, I was like, Abigail, I went back to, I told you, 2015, 2016, where I was really just elevating in my spiritual life. I was starting to see glimpses of that again. I'm like, this is what I want. But then instead of being weighed down by others' opinions about how I should and shouldn't be acting and what I should and shouldn't be doing, I was like, God, it's between me and you right now. I get so defensive at times that I just can't deal with certain people's opinion and people's conversation. Like, I talk to this friend, I'm gonna get this type of response. If I talk to that friend, I'm gonna get that type of response. I knew, like, if I go to someone, I'll get a more heavily biased response to someone else because that was what they were. That was their lifestyle. And I know I need to go to talk to a pastor, but I just didn't feel comfortable. What I've been basically doing since I left college, I've been doing me. It comes with the danger that comes with its benefits. So like, yes, I'm still living in sin. Why? Because right now, I don't feel comfortable just to let go of all my sin. Like whenever I just do that, I'm not because someone else tell me to do it. And I go back into the same thing. Like I never fully stopped doing something because I wanted to do it. It was always because pastor said so, or my friend said so, the assistant said so, this person said so. That's why I stopped doing something. It was never because I felt like I had enough support from God that if I let go of it, He can feel that. So where I am right now is that I'm at a point where I'm trying to talk to God more and more every day. Trying to let Him heal parts of me that are broken and elevate parts of me that aren't. Say what sure you take me away from a life that I'm not meant to be living, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what I can really say because anything else I say is gonna get like videos are really long, and like anything else I say is just gonna be. I don't think it'll be understood if you know where I am right now. And obviously, throughout the other Christian Diaries, you'll understand more like mentally where I am at and like where I am. But that's what I can really say to explain it. I might tell you, just know what, I want to stop listening to secular music because I'm mentally ready to stop doing that. Because I know that I can fully rely on God to substitute that. But I won't do that because God is telling me to do it, not because my friend who's a Christian is telling me to do it. When it comes to your Christian journey with God, it's you and God. Not you, God, and the next man. I stop letting the next man influence my Christian journey. So like, because my friend was doing this, I think I should now do this. Not because God was telling me to do this. I should now do it. That makes sense. Like, if my friend is doing chains of prayer and doing like fast and stuff, that could inspire me to want to do it myself. I think I should do it right now. And if I'm not mentally ready for to a fast, instead of going forward, I'm saying the same, I go backwards. So that's where I am right now. My path with God is open. Mentally, I'm healing and I think I'm flourishing. He's only giving me as much as I'm giving Him. So if I just suddenly stop talking to Him for a week, nothing's gonna happen with my spiritual journey because I'm not doing anything. So it's a constant reminder myself, oh, Abigail, do this. Abigail, do this. Say that. Say this. Do that. Do this. And that's where I'm at now. And I know that I'm on a clock because obviously if I die tomorrow, like I'm not guaranteed forever. I know that if I die tomorrow, I'm gone. I'm going to hell. But I'd rather do that than try to pursue a life of God, unsincere, live religiously, and then go to hell anyways. That makes sense? So I'm trying. I know I'm not trying as hard as I possibly can, but I'm trying. I'm trying to start with the basics and build myself up because I know that I've been there before and I know what I can do. Yeah. So that was the first installment of Christian Diaries. They won't all be this long, trust me. Some of them will only be like a minute or so. Like they won't all be this long. This was only because I was trying to explain my whole Christian diaries, like how I am, why I am. Just like how I became a Christian, how I became the person I am now. Like right now, I don't like to say I'm a Christian. I like to say that I'm trying to be woman of God. Like I hate saying I'm a Christian because there's just so many things that Christians say and do that I just personally don't agree with. No, I've been filming this video, I feel like for an hour, I can't speak anymore. Like honestly, I can't. I've been recording for far too long, so I'm going to stop it here. And then throughout the rest of the Christian Diaries, you'll understand my Christian journey more and we'll grow together hopefully. I'm going to close this with a prayer. Don't be alarmed, I pray with my eyes open at times. And even that's people that try to change me, like I've been wiping your eye open. Like with me, it helps me to think. So I have some things I wanted to pray about. So, what's up, my G? Checking. So, dear God, and stuff like that. As I've already done this prayer before when I did the first Christian Diaries, but I don't think it was a prayer that was meant to be done. It was very mixed up. It wasn't direct. And one thing I want to watch today, I want you to bless this channel. I want you to bless the actual channel itself on YouTube. I want you to bless the people who are watching. I want you to bless the people that are active on this channel. I want you to bless me doing things for the channel, make sure I come up with good ideas and things I come up with benefit the people that are watching, help them become better human beings. Like the slogan is love yourself, for yourself, by yourself. Make sure they actually understand and they implement that into their daily lives because it's something that is fundamental, and I think it's just beneficial to them. I hope that you give the strength and the courage and love to strength, courage, love and guidance to be who you want them to be, whether they know it or not. Because obviously, I know that I know you look after your children even if they're not obeying. Um, so I pray that you dabble with them, make sure they feel safe. Because this world is something else. I pray that God they feel safe and they feel loved. That they feel warm, that they feel like there's someone they can go to in times of darkness, whether it was you or a friend that you can influence. Make sure they go to someone they can trust, someone that will guide them through the right path in times of darkness, in times of bitterness, in times of pain and struggle. God, I pray for my family, my friends, the ones that care about me, the ones that have been messaging me, even though low-key, some of them may have been annoying me, because again, what's in the same questions. I pray you bless them. I hope you help them to realize their potential in life. Like, make them not give up on things that are hard that they're trying to do, that they are embarking on, things that you have dabbled your hand into, things that you've made a path for them to reach greatness. Let them not fall short. Let them not give up. Give them the strength to continue. God, I'm also, you know me, when it comes to the bigger world issues, I like to delude myself. I don't like talking about them, I like think about them. But the Houston flood and then the hurricane in the Caribbean, I think it's called Hurricane Amaya. I can't spell the IRMA one. Not Amaya, but the hurricane. So many people, and also even though I'm way late, but obviously Carnival celebrated it, and there's still people suffering. The Grenfell Towers as well in London. God, the people that lost their lives. People that lost their lives. God, I pray that they found peace, because I know a lot of them weren't Christians. Like, I'm not gonna delude myself and be like, oh yeah, they weren't Christians. But I pray, God, you find it within your heart to hopefully see that they live good lives, and that you help them in the last moments to open their hearts and their minds and their soul to a life of you, so they can be saved in their final moments. That their last moments weren't painful, weren't horrible, and they're not going through pain now. Don't let the devil win, because you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve anything. And then for the families that lost people, God, I don't even know what to say. I just pray that the memory of the people they lost, make it never be forgotten. Like, memories hold so much power and love. Make the love for them never be forgotten. Even if they can't remember why, or little things they did that they loved, make their love for that person never be forgotten. Like, I remember the thing I was watching, I think it was on Netflix. Yeah, when I was watching Netflix, and saying that if you go on in someone's memory, do you really die? I'm like, God, make them go on in their friends and their family's memories. Even though it's hard for them to think about now, because it's so close to like the incident. Help them understand that that's the only way they can keep them alive, and with their memories, they're more with you now than ever. And then for the people who were affected, like they lost their homes, lost their money, lost their personal items. God, I hope you give them solace. I think the word is solace. You give them comfort in those moments, because I can't imagine just losing my house and all the memories I had there from a little girl, or losing all the items that were gifted to me, or things I worked hard just to be gone in a blink of an eye. So God, so I just realized the camera's not recording, so I don't know like if it stopped the prayer halfway through. If it did, I'm so sorry. But that's it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I can now finally say that, because we have one discussion, one beauty, and now one Christian Diaries up. So you have one of every type of video. Well, one of every topic gone. Obviously there'll be different categories within topics, so it would be I'm doing skincare and body care and makeup, not just makeup. But I can now say I hope you guys are enjoying the channel. I hope it's what you guys expect it to be. If there's anything you want me to do, or like anything I can improve on, hit me up in the comment section below, write me an email, drop me a snap, do all of that. Sorry the video is so long. If you lasted this long, comment down below if you're a Christian, your favourite Bible verse. If you're not a Christian, comment down below your favourite quote. I'd love to read those if you made it this far. I will put mine down below as well. Comment, like and subscribe, guys. Join the family. Not family. I don't want to call it a family. Everyone calls it a family. Join the community. That's what I want this to be. I want it to not be a family. I want it to be a community, because every community is a family anyways. So guys, join the community, and I'll see you next Monday with another video. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, because today's Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday. I'll see you tomorrow with another video on this channel right here. Make sure you remember to work on yourself, for yourself, by yourself, because we love ourselves. I should actually add because we love ourselves into it, because yeah. But work on yourself, for yourself, by yourself, guys, because that's what's important. Whether we do it with God or without God. I recommend doing it with God. Makes it easier and happier. But if you want to do it without God, it's cool. I pray for you that you make it as far. Because it's not impossible. It's just not easy or as fulfilling in my eyes. So I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. We're able to work on yourself, for yourself, by yourself. So that 3 times now and you'll stop. Thanks for watching. Bye.